Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. I'm back with a new video. My name is Sarah if you're new here. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. I'm almost at 15,000 subscribers, which honestly is crazy. Like 15,000 people have actually clicked subscribe and wanted to see my videos, which is like mind-blowing because I'm really awkward, and if you know me then yeah, you'll know that I'm really awkward, but thank you so much. And if you're new, then join us. Today's video is what to pack in your cabin bag when you go on board a flight. This, for people who know me, I was a flight attendant for like 6.5 years. So this was my flight attendant bag. I used to take this on every single flight. It's been around the world with me. I don't think I can ever throw it away. So I pack everything, and this is actually allowed to go on board the flight. So I do have a list in front of me, as my memory's not the best. So I do have a list, and I'm gonna go through that with you. So you can make your own list. You can tailor make it for yourself. Does that make sense? Anyway, you can do whatever you want to this list, but it's just like the things that can really help make your journey a lot better, less stressful. And I just think if you've got a list, then it's just one less thing to think about. Okay? And this will also make your airport journey, like going through the airport, a little bit more smooth as well. So let's get into it. So obviously, I mean, like, I'm gonna say the obvious things, because if I don't say them, someone will say, oh, you didn't say take your passport, you need your passport. So I'm gonna say take your passport. So this is a good point. I mean, I know a lot of people are organized anyway, and I don't want to point out the obvious, like put it inside a neat little pouch or put it inside this part of your bag to keep an eye on it. Obviously, I know a lot of people know that anyway, but this little pouch, which my friend got me, this little pouch just makes my life so much easier. I put inside here what I need, like, okay, for example, now I've got passport photos. Cute! Not. Passport photos, well, you don't need that. Passport, and then I've got some IDs and whatever. So inside here, what you should put is your passport, your, like, any boarding tickets or whatever you want to keep inside there. Anything that's part of your holiday is a document that you need for your holiday or your travel, and money, cards, those kind of things. If you want to separate your money, because I know a lot of people have different procedures when they take money, which is fair enough. So separate your money if you want to, but I just keep everything inside here. So when I'm passing through different points, because there's nothing worse than like passing through a point in the airport. It's already stressful enough for a lot of people. So when you pass into the airport and then you get stopped again for your passport, and you're like, ah! And you've thrown it in your handbag, which I've done many of times. So if you've thrown it in your bag and then you're rummaging around and you feel stressed and you can't find it and everybody's waiting behind you and it's just like awkward and not very nice. So just keep it here. So just every time, just put it back inside so you know exactly what to reach for when you're asked for your passport. Then I take any laptop, cameras, anything that you consider valuable. I would personally take it inside your cabin bag, because at the end of the day, that's with you and it's on board the aircraft with you. I mean, okay, you're not gonna keep your eye on it through the whole flight, but you've got it with you. If your luggage gets lost, you've got it, and that does happen. So yeah, any laptops, and of course you keep yourself occupied as well. If your flight's delayed, you've got your laptop. If you get delayed in the airport, or if you miss your connecting flight, or you can do work, you can do a lot of things on your laptop. So if you've got a laptop and you want to take it with you, take it inside your cabin bag, okay? And when you go through the airport, take the laptop out of the cabin bag, put it in a separate tray to everything else. This is another thing that people seem to forget, which is normal because they don't travel a lot. A lot of airports will ask you to remove the laptop, so I always put it in the front here. I put it there in a little case inside there, so I can just quickly whack it out, put it in the tray, put my other things in the other trays, and then easily done. Snacks. Now, I am all about the snacks. It sounds obvious, but a lot of people don't do it, and it's actually very surprising. Well, it's not surprising for me because I was a flight attendant and nothing really surprises us. But a lot of people go on board with no snacks, and of course, like some carriers will give you food. Maybe you don't like the food, maybe you're not hungry at the time they give it to you, maybe you sleep the entire flight and you wake up starving. Like, just think about it. Like, when I don't eat, I am the most grumpy person ever ask my boyfriend. Like, I am so grumpy. So take food. I prioritize sleep over food 9 times out of 10. So maybe you want to fall asleep and you don't want to eat when they're just bringing the food around. So you don't want to wake up like really cranky and hungry and just wishing that you ate the food. Just bring your own food. Just pack it in your bag, bring little snacks so you can snack on them throughout the flight, and then if you miss the service, you miss the service. It's not a big deal. Okay? And if you get delayed as well, like if you get delayed and you're hungry and you don't really want to spend money, or you could be delayed on the aircraft like I was and many other people have been, where you're on the aircraft, there's no food because the services are finished and you can be starving. So take snacks, take the snacks, trust me. Chargers, so make sure you've got your iPhone charger or whatever phone you've got, your phone charger, your laptop charger, any iPad chargers, take those. Pack them inside the cabin bag. If you've got power banks, pack them inside the cabin bag. Power bank is something that I would, sorry, that was a hiccup, not a burp. Not a hiccup, like a, anyway. Power bank is something that I would recommend taking, because again, if you're delayed, if you miss your connecting flight, if you have a change of plan, it's always good to have a backup, because you might not be able to find a power to plug something in. It's always reassuring for me when I know that I have backup to charge my phone, for example, if something happened, if something went wrong. And obviously charge the power bank. I've written like charged in brackets because I've actually gone on flights and been like, oh, I'm sorted, I've got my power bank, everything's fine, and then it's not charged. So make sure you charge it. Now, toiletries. People are like, what toiletries do you need on a flight? Now, I have this that I put, and I've used this obviously since I was a flight attendant, so it's a bit dirty, I do apologize. Inside here, I like to keep this as my bathroom bag for the flight, so like the toilet bag. So I put inside here, I will read you what I put inside here. So I put toothpaste and toothbrush for the flight, because obviously if you sleep on the flight, if you're eating on the flight, it's just not nice. If you're doing a long flight and you can't brush your teeth, gross. So take a toothbrush, like even if you take your own toothbrush, whatever, it doesn't have to be like a travel one, just take it, put it in like a little case or wrap it in something and put it directly inside here. So, and obviously the toothpaste will be inside here as well, and just pop it in there, or remove the toothpaste and put it separately so it's considered a liquid. So when you go through the airport, you can just pop this in the tray and they can see it's liquids. So I keep this as my liquid slash toilet bag. So what else what I suggest you put in there, these things are not essential, I wouldn't say, but it's a good thing to keep, like lip balm and moisturizer, because obviously at like 36,000 feet your face and your skin will get very dry naturally. So if you can keep like your skin hydrated, your lips hydrated, then that's a plus. Obviously it's not essential, you're not gonna pass out if you don't have it, but it's just a good thing to have. Roll on deodorant. Now I can't express how much this is, like, not that I'm a smelly like person or anything, but like it's just good to have, because you could be doing a long flight. We're humans, we sweat, especially when you're sleeping. Like I sweat when I sleep. When you wake up, you want to try and feel as fresh as you can, even if you're doing a 14-hour flight. So take wipes, like baby wipes or makeup wipes or whatever you want to take wipes to wipe your body, so you can wipe your armpits and then you can roll the deodorant on and you can feel as fresh as possible for wherever you're going or whoever you're meeting. Because if you don't feel good and if you feel disgusted and you've got another flight and you can be delayed and you might not have a shower in like how many hours, it's just good to have. And roll on deodorant, because the cans of like the spray deodorant sometimes are restricted and not allowed. So take the roll on deodorant, trust me, you'll thank me later. Wipes for your skin, like I just mentioned. So I take just like standard makeup wipes. Maybe I'll start the flight, depending on which kind of flight I'm doing, but maybe I'll start the flight with some makeup because I don't want to look like scaring everybody in the morning. So I might just put a bit of makeup, then through the flight remove the makeup, and then for landing I might take basic makeup. I'm not saying I'm going to take my whole makeup bag inside my cabin bag, but I might just take, you know, a lot of girls don't feel that comfortable without makeup. Like me, I like to just have a little bit of makeup to make myself feel a little bit fresh when I land. So just like concealer, lip gloss, or whatever you want, mascara, like something simple like that, just to make us feel a little bit better. So I'll keep those things also in here as well, because concealer is considered liquid, I guess. So yeah, basic makeup if you want to. Not everybody needs that, not everybody wants it, so it's just I'm just saying it if you do want it. And a brush and a comb, because your hair, I put my hair up here in like a bun or like a ponytail, and your hair can get matted, and obviously we don't all wake up looking like Megan Fox. So just pack a comb and a brush, so when you go to the toilet with this, you just do everything wham bam thank you ma'am in the toilet and you're done. Just don't hold everybody up for like half an hour in the queue. To make your journey more comfortable, and if you want to sleep, now I like to sleep on aircrafts. I know it's not for everybody, not everybody can fall asleep on an aircraft. I really enjoy sleeping on a flight. I usually sleep the entire flight, even if you're like jammed in economy, and I can still sleep. So if you do like to sleep, take eye shades. I've got mine here, Emirates ones, loyal forever. Emirates, not Emirates, eye shades. A lot of people don't like them, but I've just become addicted to them. I even wear them when I sleep, like at home. So eye shades, because when you want to sleep might be the time that they consider it day, and they might open all the window blinds and put the lights fully bright, or whatever they want. Sometimes your body clock is not on theirs, and maybe you want to sleep. So theirs, I'm saying like the crew or the flight, or however, you just never know when you want to sleep and when you want to stay awake. So just take the eye shades. Trust me, they are a lifesaver. Simple yet effective. Earplugs. Mine are in my bedside table, whichever way you're looking at it. Earplugs for me, worth the world. I never used to like wearing them. Now I wear them all the time. I wear them at home as well because my boyfriend snores. But yeah, earplugs, because again, some people might be awake, some people might be asleep next to you. You never know. And for me, they just block out any noise and make me feel super relaxed. So if you want to sleep, earplugs are definitely going to help you out. Oh yeah. Now this is simple, yet let me see if I can find the scarf. 1 second. I might have to pause the video. Oh, I've got pins and needles. Okay, sorry, I had to just walk around because I've got pins and needles. I'm actually sitting in a really uncomfortable position, but because I left it so late in the day to film, the lighting is going really... See, I'm such a crap YouTuber. Thank you so much for watching, honestly. I don't even know why people watch me. Anyway, this bad boy. Right, so let's just get one thing straight, okay? A lot of customers used to come on board and complain that they're cold. And then I'd look at what they're wearing, and they're wearing a crop top, shorts, and flip-flops on a 12-hour flight. Now, I'm not a mean person, and I really don't want to like call people out, but it's really irritating when you get like one person like, it's so freezing, like it's so cold, it's so cold. Yeah, we're at 36,000 feet. It's going to be cold. We can put the temperature in the cabin. Okay, I'm not gonna bitch. However, you can't expect to come on board wearing tiny little singlets, shorts, flip-flops, no socks obviously, and expect to be warm. It's just not gonna happen. It gets cold on board, it's a fact. Like, it's just normal, it's gonna get cold on board. So what I do, I mean, like, I wear normal clothes. I wear like long clothes, long sleeves, long trousers, and even if I wear flip-flops, I put socks in my lovely little bag. I put socks because your feet gonna get cold. Common sense, right? So I put socks in my bag as well, but then I put this. So I think this has come around the world with me everywhere. So I'll wear like a jumper, whatever, then I'll wear this around me. So I'll wear it as a scarf maybe through the airport, because it is actually a scarf, but then I'll wear this around me for the flight because it gets cold, and especially like your neck and things. Like I just put this around me. Even if the flight the airline gives you blankets, this is just an extra coziness, and it's yours and it smells of you. And yeah, for me it's just like a comfort thing. And just please take jumpers and jackets on your flight. Sorry, brought out. Please take jumpers and jackets on your flight because it gets cold on the flight. It's normal. It's not going to be the temperature that you specifically want it to. There's 400 other people on the flight. So just take jumpers and jackets and layers if you can. This brings me to another good point. If you can, take a spare outfit or underwear or whatever you think might save your bum if your bag goes missing. If your bag goes missing and you're stuck with what you have on, and you might have been traveling for 2 days in those clothes, it's not the best. So if you can take and roll I'll show you another video of how to roll everything inside the bag to a fit. As I've gone on a 5-day trip with this tiny little bag. I'm sure people have done better, but I was pretty proud of myself considering I had different outfits for different days and things. So back to my point. See, I just go like this when I'm talking. Back to my point. If you can take spare clothes, if you have room, if room permits, then roll your clothes and put a spare outfit there. If you are traveling with kids, make sure you take extra diapers, extra clothes, whatever you need. I mean, I'm not a mum, so I can't really tell you from my own experience, but I can definitely do a video if you want me to on what mums should take in bags, because I have a ton of friends with kids who travel, who are flight attendants. So take spare clothes if you can, because you never know if that suitcase is going to go missing and then you're stuck with whatever you have. So if you've got extra clothes or extra underwear, at least it makes you feel a little bit better. Antibacterial wipes. Please take them on board. Please take them. Even if you don't have like antibacterial wipes, just take the hand sanitizer and rub it onto like a tissue or whatever and rub that into the tray tables, please, because those aircrafts get cleaned, but they get cleaned really quickly, and they, in different countries, they kind of do a different standard of cleaning. So those tray tables that you pull down, the little handles, everything there, especially the armrests and everything, just give them a good wipe, because, well, it's very self-explanatory. Take hand sanitizer if you can. If you wear contact lenses, don't wear your contact lenses on the flight. Unless it's like a 1 hour, 2 hour flight, honestly, it's not worth it. Take it from someone who knows. I'm blind. No, I'm not blind, but I don't have great eyesight, and I swear by my contact lenses. But if you can wear your glasses on the flight, please wear the glasses, because the contact lenses will really dry out your eyes. The AC on the flight, the dry air, everything is just going to make your eyes get super dry and irritated, and you don't want to start off your holiday or your travel plans with like irritated eyes or dry eyes. If you do want to take your contact lenses, and if you must wear them before you land, I remember when I met my boyfriend, when I was traveling to see my boyfriend in Melbourne from Dubai, which is a long flight, I would take my contact lenses on the flight rather. So then I can wash my hands. Don't worry, wash my hands and put them in before landing, because I didn't want to look like with my glasses and really tired. I wanted to look a little bit fresh, so I'd put my contact lenses in. I don't suggest doing that, but if you really want to, then just take them on board, but don't wear them on board. Another simple thing that everyone forgets, including me, which is annoying because I always used to complain about it when I was not complain about it, but I used to be like, who goes traveling without a pen? Me apparently. I did it many times as well. So it's one of those things that we forget. It's so simple, but if you just take a pen and a notepad, you never know when you're going to need it, but you will need it to fill out immigration cards, landing cards, health cards, whatever, especially now with everything going on. Take a pen. I know everybody knows to take a pen, but just write it on your list, because everybody forgets and everyone's like, oh, can I borrow your pen? You feel awkward, you don't know who to ask. Shall I ask the person next to me? Shall I wait? Should I do it at the airport? Just take a pen, fill out that landing card as soon as you get it. That's another tip for you. Fill out that landing card the second the crew give it to you. Fill it out, because I guarantee you the amount of times I've seen families stress out just before landing. Oh, forgot to do it. Not just families, anyone. Forgot to do it, forgot to fill it out, and then they're stressing just before landing. Then the crew is like, put your tray table up, and you're like, oh, I'm just filling out my landing card. Put your tray table up, we're landing. Oh, I just need to fill out my... Just do it. As soon as you get it, you've got like a whole 14 hours to do it. Do it. Don't wait till the last minute, because then you can't find it. You've done it wrong, you need a new form, but the crew aren't coming back to you because they've had enough after 14 hours. Okay, just fill out the form when you get it. Thank you. Take an adapter. An adapter is always useful. We don't really think about it until we're going through those little like not gift shops in the airport, but you know, like the little travel essential area, and we're like, oh, adapter. If you can find an adapter, because in the airport they're really expensive, if you can find an adapter beforehand, then it's going to help you out, and cheaper obviously, and just take that on board, because again, you never know where you're going to get stuck, where you can get delayed, where you might miss your flight, which hotel you might be staying in, they might not have any for you. Just take an adapter, it's going to help you out. That's it. That's all I have. That didn't seem like a lot. Have I said everything? Oh, haha. Okay. Empty bottle. Now, it sounds simple again, and a lot of people are going to be like, obviously I'll take like water on board, la 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 la, I'll take something to drink, like obviously Obviously, yeah, but then you'll get to certain gates and they'll tell you, you'll go and buy a bottle of water, and I've seen so many people like hand the water back, or just throw it away or whatever, or drink it and then throw the bottle. Don't do that, because take it on board. Take it on board. So even if it's an empty like Avion bottle or whatever, take the empty bottle on board and ask the crew to fill it up, because if you're doing a 14-hour flight and then you have like a sip of water whenever they bring you like a glass of water or whatever, you can be dying of thirst. And if you're a polite person like I am, I don't really like to ask for things on flights, even though I've been a flight attendant. I know exactly what the limits are and everything, but I don't really like to ask. I don't really like to depend on other people to know when I'm thirsty. So just take this on board, get up, go to the crew. I know it's a bit intimidating for some people, but go to the crew and just be like, do you mind just to fill up my bottle of water? And they'll just fill it up, and it's just so much easier for cabin crew if you go and ask for that to be filled once, rather than like asking for like 6 different cups of water. Do you know what I mean? That's it. That's everything I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, it's an absolute pleasure to sit here. Honestly, like, I truly enjoy sitting here talking to you guys, sharing my experiences with you, even if it's any help at all. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you do want to see more of my videos, and comment below to tell me what you want to see, what interests you, what you like, what you don't like. I'm open to any feedback. Take care. Really take care during this time, especially. I know no one's traveling at the moment. Everything's really weird around the world, but take care. Let me know what you're up to in the comments. Let me know what you're doing with your time. I am painting, I am baking, I say that really loosely, I am creating content, I am working out in the park with my personal trainer that I can't afford, and yeah, let me know what you're doing. Thank you so much, and I will see you very soon. Why am I so weird?